What's happening? You got the Retro Gaming Hippie coming at you again today with a game review, and we're going to stick to the ColecoVision, and we're going to do another classic arcade game released in 1982, although I never did play it in the arcade. I played it quite a bit on the ColecoVision. I am talking about Burgertime. So what is Burgertime? Well, Burgertime is the story of Chef Peter Pepper, who's going around a grid screen with ladders that go up and down. He walks across buns, pickles, hamburgers, lettuce, tomato, lots of things as you progress to build a hamburger or cheeseburger or deluxe cheeseburger, whatever you want to call it, on his screen by walking across these items. They drop down to eventually they drop down, pile on top of each other, and make a burger. If you do enough of those on a screen, you progress to the next level. But while you're trying to do this, you're being chased by a pickle, an egg, and a hot dog. And I think that's it. They're trying to get Peter Pepper. Now, besides your wily skills of going up and down the ladder and across the platforms, you also have a fair amount of pepper that you can shake on your foes to stun them. Now, if you drop an item on top of them when they're going across you, you can smash them and get some points and make them leave and come back. If you go across an item and drop it while one of those items is still on it, it will drop down even further, and I'll show you that in the game. You get free characters around, I think, 40 or 50,000 points. There's 6 levels in the arcade game. I believe there's also 6 levels on the ColecoVision. It has good sound, good graphics, and a fairly fun, simple gameplay. It was ported to numerous systems, including Atari and Television, Famicom, and Nintendo, and other ones. It didn't spawn a sequel that I'm aware of, but it was a very fun, good game from the 80s. So without further ado, we're going to fire up the old TV here and show you some Burgertime. It was released in the arcade in 82, but it wasn't ported to the ColecoVision until 84. And I believe the last release would have been on the Nintendo around 86, 87, I think. And here we are, Chef Pepper. Hot dog and an egg. That's how you stun him. Now he's on the lettuce. Smash one and look at that lettuce dropped all the way to the bottom because you had a guy on there. And of course there's your little spare item, an ice cream cone. The egg just looks like a big eyeball. It's the good thing about getting that center ice cream cone is that it gives you extra peppers. Which to the right you can see how many characters you have and how many peppers you have. Your points are in the upper right hand corner. One more hamburger to make. Got them all on that one. And he wipes his hands up and down when you finish. Level 2, we're going to add an extra, a little bit different maze, and you see we got a different piece right here. It gets a piece of cheese, but as you progress in levels, it changes the overall layout, and then it will add things like cheese or egg or pickle or just different items that make it a bigger burger to have to build. Well, actually, I think that's the hamburger, not the cheese. It just looks like a piece of cheese. A cup of coffee there for me. And we're going to pause there. I'll show you what it looks like when you die, just for the fun of it. Nothing incredibly exciting there, so we're going to pause that and we'll wrap up this review. So there you have it. That's Burgertime on the ColecoVision. It's the only version of the game I've played is the ColecoVision. I never saw the arcade. I think I've had it in my Nintendo collection before, but I think the ColecoVision version does it just well. The Atari version, and off the top of my head, I'm like, gosh, I haven't seen that that I can think of off the top of my head, because normally Coleco games, or at least this one wasn't ported over by Coleco, I guess, but they have a different kind of cart to them. They're really obvious to see. Burger Time evidently was, I think, ported over by Mattel, so it kind of has that longer cart for the Atari 2600 with a short block on the end, like Tron's Deadly Discs or Bogs and Flies. But it was ported over the Atari. I've never played it. So that's Burger Time. Yet another classic game on the ColecoVision. Remember, you got the retro gaming hippie. I don't buy nostalgia because I am nostalgia. You all take care.